I mean, things happen. So, I mean, I'm not really sick of it because, people want to say we're 1-10, but we're 10-1. We have one loss. I mean, there's always room to improve. The game is Saturday to continue to improve.
How different is this Michigan offense this year than last year with Patterson and what they can do now?
I don't see much of a difference in their offense besides he can throw a little bit better than he can run. More than the quarterback last year.
Does make a difference, right?
Yeah.
Dre'mont, how's that stinger?
It's feeling good right now. I mean, no issues with it.
Is there a risk of an injury like that it'll linger, or what's your understanding of how that might add to the rest of the stuff you've been dealing with?
I'm going to be fine. I mean, I know with stingers, once you get them once during the season, I mean, it can for sure come up again, but I'm cool.
Dre'mont, I know you have a decision to make after the season, but have you thought at all about this could be my last game in Ohio Stadium this week?
I'm just worried about this game.
What are your thoughts going into this game? What do you see when you watch Michigan on film?
I see a very huge O-line who plays aggressive. They're not looking to finish us, but they're looking to get us out of position so they can open up holes for that back. So you got to just be stout in the run, be super disciplined, even more disciplined than last week.
Dre'mont, what do you guys reinforce with yourself going into this game? We were talking to you last week about whether y'all had fixed the leaks, you think, permanently in the defense, et cetera. But what's sort of the focus you think you guys should have as far as not letting the big plays out of the gate, so to speak?
I don't know. We just got to just find a way to just get guys down. I think our biggest issue this year is that we've been in the right positions, but we don't make the tackles. Mm-hmm. So we just got to be focused on just finishing plays.
Dre'mont, what do you think of the idea that the guy coaching their offensive line used to be the guy coaching your offensive line?
It's whatever. Hey, he was here, now he's not, and he decided to go over there, so good luck to him.
Do you have any secret insight to how they block? Because you used to go against Ed Warren or offensive linemen in practice?
Nah, just film and help me. That's it. No secret.
Could you have secret insight into what you guys are all about? I mean, is that a sense of that?
Watch them.
How much better is their offensive line this year than last year?
I think, last year they were a little younger. Now this year they have more experience and they're just getting better, working together, and they look pretty good on film.
You guys are an underdog in this game for the first time since Urban Meyer's been here. Does that give you any kind of added motivation to kind of prove people wrong?
That and the fact that we're playing them. I mean, this is the game. This is not any ordinary game, even though we say it is. But the truth behind it is like this is the game of the year. This is another playoff game. I mean, we got to go out there and perform.
Dre'mont, did you get wind of this so-called guarantee yesterday?
No, I didn't.
Ron Hickton?
I didn't hear about it.
He didn't say he'll deal, but he said, would you guarantee a win like Harbaugh did 20, 30 years ago? He goes, yeah, I'd go with it.
That's cool. It's good to hear that from him.
You like it?
Yeah, I like his confidence.
How about you? Any guarantees from you? Just messing with you.
I'm guaranteeing I'm a player.
Do you guys do anything differently than Michigan Week that you don't do for the rest of the season? Like plan to do anything differently?
We play a lot more music, but game plan wise, no.
Time for War.
Time for War. The
You've been hearing it over and over and over.
Yeah.
Does it ever get
tired
old?
of that, Dre'mont?
Yeah.
How quickly did you get tired?
Yesterday.
When it comes to this game, though, Dre'mont, I mean, I know you've probably been asked this ad nauseum, but what kind of memories do you have growing up when it comes to this rivalry game?
Just the rich history of it. I mean, I know that this game was always the most important when I was like 8 or 9 or 10. I never understood why, but I felt like over the years of being a sports fan of Ohio State and me actually playing here, I understand why. There's just so much behind it.
Just knowing that, Ohio State kind of went through some suffering there in the late 80s and 90s. I mean, you probably don't even remember any of those games back then.
I wasn't even born.
Right, right. So, I mean, you're not even really used to seeing, like, OSU having a losing culture against Michigan. Is it kind of hard to believe that at one point there was something like that a lot of players had to suffer through?
I mean, yeah. I mean, we have a rich history of winning against this team, so us losing is not something that's expected in the building to them.
Do you feel like you guys have played as a team your best game yet?
It's hard to say because I feel like there's a lot of games where we're not clicking on both sides equally. I feel like there'd be games where offense clicking and we're not just hitting it, and there's games where we're hitting it but the offense is not clicking yet. So I don't know.
With that in mind, how excited are you to play a game that tends to bring out Ohio State's best?
Very excited. I mean, it's a lot more than just us preparing. This is the game of the year, I feel like. out of all the conferences.
Can you sense what's on the line? I mean, as a player, do you understand what's on the line? A Big East title? I mean, how does that manifest itself? I guess with you guys. I mean, does it add pressure? What does it add to the build up?
I mean, it's already added pressure being at the school. So this game only enhanced the excitement for myself because there's so much on the line. I mean, it's obvious enough. I mean, title games, playoff opportunity, national championship opportunity. It's so much to weigh in on. But we just got to go out there and play and just kind of just compose ourselves.
Dre'mont, you were asked about you being the underdog in this game. Does that make this edition of the game, feel any different than it has in the past for you?
No, just another way to create more excitement for the outside people. No emotions have changed on us.